Hi, you know what? I want to ask you something for a very long time. Okay, sure, go ahead. So, sorry, but why aren't you wearing makeup? If I were you, I would be ashamed to walk around with all that on my face. It doesn't look aesthetic. Woman was too stunned to speak. Okay, let's not be overdramatic because the story, in fact, is far less tragic than it appears to be. Even though my friend, let's call her Taylor, made it worthy of a whole documentary on Netflix about negative consequences of one's tactlessness, with me as the main character and a lot of therapists analyzing how it affected me in an obviously negative way. Um, she was furious, overwhelmed, all at the same time, and she repeatedly asked me, "How come you don't mind it? It must be so traumatizing if a stranger reports tells something like that about your appearance in such an offensive way." You cannot even imagine how indifferent I was towards my friend's speech in this context. However, her deep concern made me wonder, if I was supposed to be heard, why wasn't I? That's a clearly fascinating question, and I realized that that one of a kind compliment the girl gave me was directed towards me to shatter my self confidence. Eventually, another question popped up. Why did my friend think that it was such a big deal? So, my friend and I decided to carry out an experiment. We decided to monitor our behavior for 2 weeks. We were basically writing down our moments where we didn't feel particularly confident in. It was hard, really hard. We were about to give up, fail, and forget about this useless idea forever. But once we got into flow, our struggles disappeared. And then we came up with the results. And there were much more notes than I expected there to be. So we decided to divide them into two groups with subcategories in them. So we added the first group called relation. There were three subcategories in this group. First one is appearance, looks. The second one is ability, skills. And the third one is importance, status. So there is an example. For example, we knew the answer to the question our teacher asked, but we were not confident enough to say it aloud. So, this case, we added to a subcategory called ability skills. I guess you got the point. So, and there was another group called cause, and we put their situation considering who or what could impact us and impose those insecurities. So, the first one is family, friends, and close ones. And the second one was society, everything from magazines to books to social medias and so on. So let's go back to that example with the answer. So we already know that it belongs to a category abilities and skills. But in this case, we should understand what we think could cause it. So, for example, for my friend, it could be family. But for me, it's society. So I put label society on it. Once we've done all those tricky things and actions, we got the results. And we were a little bit shocked. So, my friend Taylor had all the possible combinations one can have. But as for me, I was really shocked because I always thought I am a confident person, so I don't have those moments. But I did have them, and my most common combination turned out to be society and abilities and skills, which was truly surprising to me at first. But then I realized that it should have been a surprise to me in the first place. Our society defines us. That's the truth. So, first, we're born and we are taught to act in a certain way that our parents think is alright. Then we come out of our shell and we start socializing and exploring the world. Then we are starting to expose ourselves to insecurities of other people, and sometimes we try to apply them to ourselves. For example, there's someone who says that their nose is too big and they don't really like it and they feel insecure about it. And then you think about it yourself. Sometimes you can say, "Oh, that's fine, my nose is okay." But sometimes it can turn into self doubting. "Oh, my nose is too big, it looks disgusting." If she thinks that her tiny nose is that big, then what about mine? And in my opinion, it's not right. You may ask me, "So, how can we stop being so painfully insecure? How can we live our life to the fullest and forget about those insecurities?" So, there is one tip that helps me on my daily life and my friends. Self care is a key. Do the most ridiculous things as long as they make you feel right. Of course, legal things. Like, for example, if you like eating popcorn, eat it. If you need a break, even though you think you didn't do anything today, give yourself a break. That's very important. Who's going to love you if not you? Society? Definitely not. Selfless service to society leads to nothing better than ruining your life. That is the truth and very sad truth. Once you start caring for yourself, it will make a way for self confidence. You'll start embracing your self worth, which leads to a better life. Yeah, I understand. Sometimes it's hard because sometimes circumstances don't allow you to live to the fullest. But you have to work hard for your happiness and, of course, for your confidence. So, thanks for watching. Bye.